All right. So happy Tuesday, everyone. I am Melanie Ships out of Indianapolis, Indiana. It is so good to see so many of your faces on here this morning. And I'm telling you, my heart is so full. Coming off of that Mexico Savvy Shine trip, I have never, ever in my entire life seen anything like it. And for those of you guys that were there, understand that. Our company, the community alone, you guys, is so incredible. The people have hearts of gold and have really these open arms of acceptance and love for everyone that's on that trip. And that it's just been really, really fun to see that, and very, very humbling at the least. And so what I want to bring to you this morning are a couple things. You know me, I am all about let's get into activity, but also what I like to do is point you into a couple things that you may not know have already been dropped since our Mexico trip. And so one of the first things, I'm going to drop it in the chat. If you're catching this replay, when we do post this, we can put this in the links. I'll make sure that you guys have this, or I'll point you to the resource on the Dream Team page so you have it. Is yesterday, the Dream Legacy team, which is led by Tom and Kim Challen, they did a leadership call. And let me go and grab that here so I have it and I can drop it in the chat. But they did a leadership call, and it really is a true recap of what was happening on the Mexico trip. What we have right now is Savvy, where we're at and where we can go from this point, not only with our belief and our mindset, but truly from their perspective, what we got to experience in Mexico. And for those of you guys that could not be there, that's totally okay, because you have that same vision. You're going to get to see what we saw on that trip. And so I'm going to really encourage you to watch the Savvy Shine trip wrap up and leadership call. You can find that on the Dream Legacy team page. It is a YouTube link. I will be dropping it here on this Power Hour call. And then I also encourage you to go back if you're looking for more inspiration of what came from this trip. Check out the Power Hour from yesterday with Courtney Nine. She had a couple of the leaders pop on live. I see Red here. Red shared. I know Kat shared. Hi, ladies. They shared a lot of their insights too. And so I could go on and share for 15 minutes as well. And you guys, truly, I can wrap it up by saying this. What we have is truly a movement. We have a group of people here that are locking arms together in this field that believe wholeheartedly in what our corporate team believes in, that we're built on trust and love. And together we're going to take this brand to that next level as we prepare for a launch. And so I really want to encourage all of you that are sitting here that might have this fueled passion, knowing and seeing and visualizing that you know where you can be by September and you're ready to go. You might have already muted me. You might already be in activity. I get that. I understand that. Hold on to that tightly, because that energy can come and go. All right. That's why some of these resources you might want to write down or keep playing and keep that in your head for that personal development and mindset stuff that you can keep tapping into. All right. Also, what I want to share is that if you're not aware, we have featured styles that corporate is giving us in our emails weekly, right? That's something that we get to leverage. Those are things that are in the app that we can go out and we can sell. We have videos that go live on, I think it's Savvy Lifestyle Co., where Michael and Jen Ashby come together and really talk about the clothing. So if you're looking for talking points about the clothing, on how to be able to go and step out in confidence on how to sell the clothing, then make sure you're tapping into that on Mondays. Those are really, really helpful. They give styling tips. What I love about those that help me, and these are some of my action items that I like to work on, is when you're buying these clothes, make sure you guys are taking pictures of yourself in them and getting it out on social media and talking about the features of the clothing. Why you love them, or how you can help people with the pieces of clothing. So talking points like tummy control, or maybe they're slimming, or it helps your confidence. Make sure you're speaking in those terms. And again, just a reminder, as you all know, we don't want to be an infomercial on our Facebook pages and or our Instagram pages. So make sure you're bringing your creativity. If you don't feel like you're creative, it's okay. That is a skill set that can be learned. Follow the leaders, right? I'm learning from leaders all the time. And go find your people. They're probably on this call right now, and just Go follow those people and pay attention to what people are doing and go and duplicate that. Okay. So you have everything you need. Now, the other thing that I want to bring to your attention is this book. This is a book that I'm starting personally. I am very excited to jump into this. It's called High Performance Habits. And here's the thing that I want to encourage you guys, and I want you to know. There is nothing that you don't have to be successful to go to the next level. All right. I watch those leaders on the stage up there, the leaders that have climbed that ladder in the last year. Some have been with the company less than 6 months. And the one thing that they have in common are high performance habits. They have a belief that's unknockable, unshakable. They know that they belong to a community of people that they can lock arms with, that they surround themselves with for positivity. That's what you guys get on Power Hour. So I encourage you to keep showing up on the Power Hours. I also want to encourage you that if you are stuck with how to say things, show up on our info sessions. All right. We're still having those info sessions. If you're building a business and want to grow a team, those info sessions are going to help you get there. It's also great for your personal development because I love how our leaders talk about savvy, all these talking points. In fact, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone and I have my very first one tonight. Am I ready for it? Absolutely not. Have I even wrote out what I'm going to say? No, it's totally fine. It's going to be great because the people that need to hear it, it's going to come from my heart and it doesn't have to be scripted. And I really want to encourage you guys that that is how this business works. All right. So high performance habits, one thing I will tell you, and I will drop the link again in the chat as well, is they do have an assessment that you can take if you want to write this down. It's highperformanceindicator.com. highperformanceindicator.com. You'll learn where you're not doing well and where you are. The assessment will help you predict whether on your current trajectory you are likely to achieve any long-term goals or dreams. Something fun for personal development if you're not already in a book right now learning. Okay, so this is something that I'm going to take and digest over the next month. All right. So you can have belief, you can have mindset, but it really does come down to the discipline of it all, right? So I encourage you to take a look at that. So other than that, that's all I have. I want to point you always back to the things that have already dropped if you have not been able to tap into that. Again, I'll drop it in the chat. If you have any questions, I would love those as well. But as I am dropping those, I'm going to ask you a question, and I would love for all of you that are still listening here to be able to answer me in the chat. This is what I'm going to ask. What is holding you back? Do you feel undeserved? Are you unready to rise to the next level? Do you question your value? Are you awaiting validation? Do you really feel like you have not onboarded correctly and you're just unsure of what to do? Maybe you came into this and your sponsor isn't as active and you're looking for mentorship. If you guys could drop that in the chat, I'm going to drop that question there and I'd love to see that. Because the leaders that run these power hours, we're here to serve you guys. We are here to help you. And we always want to make sure on the dream team that we're giving you what you need. Even though we feel it all exists, it might help us to help better lead you as well. So I would love to see those answers to that question in the chat. Okay. All right. That's all I have for now. And again, if you have any questions, let's go ahead and get to work. Okay, you guys, I'm going to say something real quick. All right. I'm reading all of these in the chat. If you guys have not been reading them, I want you to read them. All right. What if I told you that starting right now, we started right now, day one, you just signed up? Okay. Because I get this. We get so stuck on the how to's, right? I'm a how to queen. I think that's why I come up with resources. I think that when I coach people, I give them resources because I visually, that's how I learn, right? But what if right now your head's stirring, you're like, Melanie, these are all great. They're inspiring. I'll watch the YouTube links. Great. I'm inspired again, but I still feel stuck. What if I told you that right now, this is your assignment, this is your call to action, okay? I want you on a piece of paper to write down the names of 5 people that you really want to talk to about this and you have not yet, for whatever reason it is, and these might be listed in the chat, but 5 people, this is your call to action right now. We're going to do this on the Power Hour together. 5 names that you have not talked to at all yet. Okay. Then I want you to go and I want you to write down 10 names of people that are caught in your funnel. All right. And that's easy to do. You can scroll through your phone. You can go through your messenger and you can write down 10 names of people that have either expressed interest, downloaded your app, and said they wanted to purchase and have not yet. All right. Or you just know that they've been complimenting you on your clothes and you've just been too scared to say anything. You write 10 of those people, just 10. You're going to put them down. Okay. Then you're going to make a list of at least 5. If you don't have 5 customers, it's okay, but 5 customers. And I want you to have boldness and take the confidence that you have right now and ask them about the business. Show them how to get the deeper discount and use this language, wear and share program. Don't use brand ambassador. Don't use brand partner. Don't use business partner. Just try this language. Would you like to take a closer look at our wear and share program? I can show you how this works and just kind of walk them through it, right? That's your assignment today. All right. That's 20. That's a lot. I know. But here's the thing, guys. And here's what I have to tell you. And another thing, I did not mention this earlier. I was still waking up, but my husband, it was such a gift to get to bring him on this trip. I had been in this industry for 8 years. And in my other company, I never brought him. Our babies were too little. He stayed home with the babies. I got to travel. But this time he got to go with me. And he got to meet so many people. And he had this aha moment. He said, what you guys have here is so, hello, my connection is crazy. But he said, what you guys have here, if you took the passion that you have and the smile and the energy and the love that you have for one another, and you share that with people, people would join you just for the community alone. And anyone that was on that trip could tell you how unique, how amazing, how just the leadership in our company are so accessible, how the leaders on our team are so servant-hearted and pour into us. We had a panel of them up on stage. They were not warned or prepped of what they were going to say. Amy can tell you, she knows. They were all up there and it was from the heart. And that is the best part that I love about this. They weren't prepared to do that. And guess what, you guys? Sometimes you're not prepared to do that either when you talk to people, and that's okay. But whatever you do, don't let that hold you back. Keep feeling forward. Keep stumbling on your words, because when you do, you are relatable. All right? When I show up on my power hours, I have no idea what I'm going to say, and that's okay. When we do these opportunity calls, sometimes these leaders speak from their heart, and that's when they close people. They don't know what they're doing, and that's okay. Sometimes I think when we're so perfect, that's when we seem untouchable, and that's not relatable, and that's not duplicable. All right. So you're going to take those 20 people. All right. You're going to get into action. Now, if there's anything that's holding you back, like, okay, I got my names, now what? I know there's a language people on this group. I'm usually one of those language people like, oh God, what do I say? If you were in Mexico, what you're going to do is you're going to talk about Mexico, talk about that energy. Look, I was at Mexico. I can't help but think about you. And you want to know why? Because I could see you here in our community. I want to do this with you. We're going to have fun, right? If you sat out and you weren't in Mexico, but you saw the energy, talk about the energy, borrow the energy, right? But whatever you do, go read High Performance Habits. Go get your self improvement or performance books. Read them. But I want to encourage you guys. You have what it takes. You have what it takes. Every single one of us is doing this scared. I promise you, we're doing it scared. Some of you are climbing to get a rank. I get it. We don't talk about ranks in this company, but I get it, right? That opens up more opportunities for you. But some of those people that hit ranks are doing the best they can to maintain them. And once you hit a rank, maybe you want to go higher and higher and grow that business. And with each level comes fear, uncertainty. Am I good enough? Can I lead a team? Yeah, I'm telling you, you can. I'm looking at some of my friends right now that are even watching me talk, and I aspire to be them too. I want to be them, but I'm not them. And I said it on my Facebook page yesterday. I think I said it very well. I wrote it in such a way that you have what it takes. People need what you have, right? I'm not trying to pretend to be Cat Wesley. Cat Wesley is Cat Wesley because Cat Wesley is amazing. And people are attracted to Kat. People are attracted to Red. People are attracted to Lindsay and Kendra and Amy and Stephanie and Priscilla. I see all of you. Be you. And I promise you guys, I'm telling you, you will be on the next Mexico trip. If you decide right now, you will be. And if you need a little preaching, I'm telling you, Jim Larson threw it on the floor, and man, he might as well mic drop that. Because after I heard that, I'm like, I'm doing this. I'm going to do this. Honey, I'm doing this. And we were all like, woo. And in that room, we were like, we've got this. You have this. Do you guys believe that you have this? If you don't believe that you have this, then you need to look around with who you're hanging out with and let those people pour into you and make sure they're positive. Because I'm pretty sure I gained about 100 best friends over the weekend. And I love them. Jessica, I see you. See, we were all hanging out at Poolside. We all know the heart behind this company, and we also know how unique it is. And I am not going to let this next year go by without giving it 110%. And when I start to get in my way, I'm going to have you guys come and tell me, Mel, you better stop it right now because you have what it takes. You guys have what it takes. I'm going to be here to remind you every Tuesday morning, you have what it takes. Okay. All right. That's my big sister on you because I'm pretty sure I'm probably older than most of you. So whatever. I had a birthday. And by the way, thank you for my birthday, love. Okay. Also, thank you for loving me through the loss of my pup. It was very difficult. Still is. And I can't talk about that right now. But I just want you to know that you're family to me. And when I got to hug and love on all of you and you came up to me and you're like, oh, Melanie, and I got to see you and hug you. Do you understand? Do you understand just how unique that is? What a gift that is? You guys are amazing to me. I will serve this community all day, every day, whatever I need to do. And guess in turn, it will inspire you to step up in your leadership because we need you. We don't care if you started a month ago, a week ago, 6 months ago. We need you. The leaders are leading, but they need you. All right. So I guess I forgot to say that at the beginning of the call. Apparently I had a couple sips of coffee and here I am. Hi. I needed to share that. So I hope that gives you belief in you. Because you guys, I'm telling you, you will be on the next trip. And if it comes with having to earn it, you know right now what you need to do. I know what I need to do. I got to get to work. So, all right. So I'm going to get back to work. Give you guys a good 40 minutes to get into action, start working on that list, write it out. And if you need help with anything else, drop it in the chat. We're here to serve you guys. Yes, 5 people that you've never talked to for some reason you're scared to. Okay, it's what they call chicken listers, I guess, but 5 people that you know in your mind would be perfect at this, but you're just so scared. Usually those are your warm market people or they're cold market. You just don't know how to touch them and build relationship. Okay. But 5 people, 10 people are going to be people that have either downloaded your app or they've connected in some way and expressed interest. Okay. And then you're going to touch base with your customers with the other 5, just people that have purchased from you. If you don't have customers, that's okay. Use those 5 people to connect with your team members. If you've enrolled team members, see where they're at in this journey. See if they're ready to lock arms with you. See if those customers that are loving the product want to lock arms with you.
Hey, guys, I'm popping in. I wanted to tell you guys something that really worked for me the other day, and it couldn't wait till Friday. So, so I'm jumping on Melanie's power hour, interrupting for a quick second. I know you guys are off to doing work. However, I had this major epiphany that happened. I had a good friend who, because of COVID, we haven't seen each other a while, even though she's in my town. And she asks me all the time for donations. And I know probably 90% of you are the bane of my existence and are PTA moms on this thing. So I owned multiple brick and mortar businesses and was constantly giving out donations to people all the time. I didn't ask anything else. Can I have a Savvy donation? Can I have a Savvy donation? Obviously, it was something else at the time. Um, and so this time I postured myself very differently and it worked out. And I'm going to ask you to do the same. When my friend sent me an email asking for, said, I see you're working so hard. I'd like to give you exposure. What she could have done is bought the outfit and then and auctioned it off herself. But I see you working so hard. Can you make a donation? This great long letter. And I wrote her back and I said, I would absolutely love to make a donation to your organization. However, I noticed that you haven't even downloaded the customer app yet. I'd love you to download the app, browse it, and also possibly shop so that you can know what I'm offering to the organization and you can support it. Guess what? She placed a $300 order. Okay. So what if you don't ask, the answer is always no, right? She could have said, I browsed, I don't see anything else right now. Also, she gave me feedback, which wasn't, she didn't realize it. She wrote back, said, thank you so much for making, the donation. Here's the information. I just placed an order, cute stuff. I had no idea that it was anything beyond fitwear. So clearly, I'm heavy on the side of fitwear. She said, I have a lot of fitwear stuff. I wear it forever. However, I got the Malibu dress, I got a sweatshirt hoodie, and she got some other top. And she said, because I'm ready to go out into the world now, and I want to dress myself up a little bit more. So I wrote her back, and I also thanked her for the feedback she didn't realize she gave me. So I just wanted you guys to realize that when somebody asks you for something, remember this is a business. And of course, if you can, you donate. However, there's two sides to this partnership. And people say that they're for women businesses all the time. Well, step up to the plate. I'll donate. I'll help your organization. You help my family. Obviously, don't put it that way, but you see what I'm getting at. So I thought that was important information for you guys to take instead of panicking when somebody sends you that and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I have to put out $200 or $100 or $50. There is a way that you can posture yourself and have return on that. That was it, Melanie.
Hey, real quick, can I ask somebody if anybody's tech savvy? I have so many videos on my phone from this trip that I was trying to share. And do I just need to use YouTube and put them on there on my YouTube? Because they're too long to send in Messenger, they're too long to send in a text, and they're too long, and I can't figure out Google Docs to save my life. So if anybody has a I know Jessica's laughing at me. I am a hot mess. But yeah, so if anybody has an idea how to do that, we're trying to put them all in one space so then we can share them and you guys can watch them because they're ridiculous. What's happening?
Can I say something, Melanie? It's Amy. I have no
Yeah,
voice.
absolutely.
Kat, I would say YouTube. I'm not techie, but I would say YouTube. And then another thing, just a reminder to everybody when they're posting our policies and procedures, they're really starting to crack down on everything, what you can and cannot say. And so just make sure that you don't make income claims. Um, if you're going to post anything about you earning a trip or whatever, you need to always make sure that you have the income claim like link at the bottom. You always want to make sure that you are getting more information than less. We don't just wear and share and you get paid. You just don't. You work hard, you show up. So they don't, I mean, even if you get on there and be like, I love being able to sit on the beach and get paid. That's an income, that's not okay. So they're really going to start cracking down on that. They're going to be doing some trainings on that. But that's just kind of a little tidbit on where us founders are going to start kind of having some conversations with our downlines and with our threads. With all that, and probably start reaching out to y'all if we see something that is not okay, because if not, you'll get an email from compliance. But they are going to do some trainings. They are going to really start talking about this a lot more. They talked to us about this when we were in Cancun. You need to always make sure that you have your link on there. This is my unique story. We don't want to get in trouble, and we also want to be ethical. I mean, you're not just sitting on the beach getting paid. You're not just posting a picture and wearing and sharing and getting paid. You didn't just, it's not just a free trip to Cancun. You worked your tail off to get the free trip to Cancun. So just more information is better when you're making posts like that than less. So that's just kind of a little, we'll be talking about this a lot more, but just kind of a FYI as you are making your posts.
Thank you so much, Amy. I appreciate that. And I think a lot of you have noticed when you sign on to your Savvy office that box pops up. And that's where you can really read that part of the policies and procedures. So make sure you're reading through that and communicating that to your teams as well. But yeah, Amy, thanks for that reminder.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, we don't really know exactly how it's all going to, it's all, I just tell everybody, don't have any expectations until lunch. Like y'all, I mean, I think that they're going to be doing some things here and there, but just if you can just hold on to September. We haven't seen anything yet. Our company is going to look light years difference in 6 months for the better. Your pay, the compensation, all of it. So if you just hold on and try as best as you can to grow your business every month with new customers and new business partners. But I think they kind of even mentioned eventually when someone becomes a brand partner, they're going to have them like watch a video or something and like check off on it or answer a question on compliance before they can kind of go to the next step. So we really want to make sure it's that we're being, we just want to be different than everybody else.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks, Amy. Thanks, Jessica, for sharing that as well. Very, very helpful. If any of you guys ever feel like you want to share things, this is our platform. All right. We're just leading it. So anyway, have a great Tuesday. and have a blessed week, you guys, and believe that you can do this, and make sure to stay in your activity every single day. And I promise you, you will grow if you can do that. All right. Love you guys. See you next week. If you're on the info session tonight and I see your face, cheer me on. We all can do this, right? Love you guys. Bye. Okay.
Bye, Mel. Thanks.
Bye.